Okay, should we talk about Freddy versus Jason and how this might be one of the best movies of like both franchises? Yeah, I think it. I honestly think it is. I think it is very good. So basically, Freddy has to. Everyone's forgotten who Freddy is because it basically had this kind of idea of a conspiracy to basically shelter anyone who knows about Freddy, who thinks about Freddy, and just kind of forget about him. Don't say his name, and basically, the less people know about Freddy, the weaker he is. So they there's a lot of people up. Anyone who's seen Freddy, anything, welcome up. Don't say anything about Freddy. So, what Freddy does is he sends somehow he still has powers because he sends Jason from hell back to Nightmare on Elm Street. Not quite sure how that works because we saw him go to hell. So he's back, and he's going to Nightmare on Elm Street to basically kill a bunch of people, kill people in the house, that one house from that film, the first film, and yeah, people start remembering who Freddy is, and he starts getting more powerful. But obviously, there's a lot of shots in this film. I'm like, that's nice. That's nice. It just feels like it's one of the best. Let me just double check who did the cinematography. Oh, something crashed into something earlier, just a minute ago. Or something thunder happened. I don't know. Anyway, oh sorry, I got distracted then. Check that out in a minute. Hopefully no one's trying to break into my house. That'd be annoying. Jason, are you trying to break into my house? Jason. Anyway, yeah, enough about that. It's so good. They both feel like a threat, and you don't quite know what's going to happen because, I mean, obviously, they're both evil. You know, they're obviously evil, both of them. But which one's going to win? You don't fucking know. Spoilers. It's Jason. Jason wins. Somehow. Jason wins, but then Freddy's still alive because sequels. But yeah, the whole lead up to it. There's a really cool scene where like Jason's on fire. He's running through like a field just chasing after people. That looks so fucking sick. The film has a little bit of. There's a couple of moments that gets a little rapey. I don't like that. Like you're like, eh. As maybe one homophobic comment, but it is the naughties, so that's yeah. You kind of expect it of the naughties. People start doing that. And you're like, eh. And there's a talk about Freddy and Jason's dicks. Again, more talk that Jason is packing. I don't know if that's true. Maybe God was like, yeah, I made you with a fucked up face, but give you a big ass dick. Give you a big ass dick. Oh, it's late and I'm going a little bit mad. Yeah, it doesn't. There's not as much or really wacky stuff like in a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. The wackiest moment is basically in Nightmare World. Freddy basically throws Jason around like a fucking pinball. Apparently just thrusts at him and he gets pushed back. And then there's like a drug that basically stops people from dreaming. But it also may put you in a coma. So there's that. So watch out for that. It's definitely one of those things I'm like, every time I was watching it going, it's really good. It looks shockingly good. Like, let's just look at cinematographer. Looks like he He's doing stuff since like the 60s. And looks like you're kind of retired. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I recognize, because it just looked like it was shot really well. I don't recognize any of these films though. But kudos to Fred Murphy, cinematographer. His stuff is top notch. There's some there's a lot of metal in this, because of course there is. It's the noughties, so they put in quite a bit of metal rather than the kind of rock in the old films. It's more metal. Some of it works. Some of you like, yeah, it's alright. I rocked out to it. It's probably stuff I would have definitely listened to back in the days, watching Kerrang and all that. And what was the other one? It doesn't matter. I'm getting distracted. That'll bug me. That's gonna bug me now. I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm gonna think about what the fuck that film was. A film, TV series. Not channel. That's the one. I'm rambling. I need to start a thing. And there was plans of doing a Freddy versus Jason versus Ash film, which could turn into a comic book instead, because I guess the rights of those are just too fucking murky. And it was easy to make them. Yeah, it's like the people that hold the Evil Dead franchises just want to fuck it up so fucking much. I don't know what it is with these horror films. They have such murky rights issues. The same with like fucking Friday movies. They've got such murky rights. I know, like, because Friday like went over between different studios, so there's that. But it's a shame. I would have liked to see it. Now I have to track down a comic book online because it looks like no one actually sells this comic book anymore. That's annoying. Anything else we want to talk about? I don't think so. I honestly think it is one of the best ones though. Freddy feels like a really cool threat. Jason is this kind of unstoppable juggernaut, and yeah, neither of them are basically on anyone's side, other than their own. Jason only gets tricked because he thinks it's his mum. Because, of course, Jason is still talking about his mum. Then again, he is basically a child. Somehow. Still don't quite know how he got big. But we'll ignore that. I'm trying to think what else I like about this film. It's just good action. The acting is pretty good. The main female lead of this was pretty badass. Sometimes they can be scream queens, and sometimes they're like more badass, and she was pretty badass, which is good. And also, I think it's one of the best. And I kind of, oh, that's the wrong one. I'm holding on the wrong case. I kind of understand why it's here, because it is a really good film. It's still weird it's with these two films, but I guess because they were like, it's the noughties. Still weird. Still confused about it. Don't worry about it. So why is it with the reboots? But we're going to talk about the reboots. There's the last two films. I know. Yeah, Freddy's a lot more, feels a lot more like kind of psychotic than normal. Maybe not a lot more, but pretty good as a villain. I definitely like Freddy in this film. He's a bit more psychotic, and Is he even like the start of the film? I was like, oh shit, it's like an actual child with Freddy. It's like, oh, this is dark. Jesus, yeah, you're like, holy fuck, they're already going ham on this. Oh, and I like the fake out. That was the one thing. Yeah, the female leader's dad. You think he killed her mother, but it turns out it was actually Freddy, and he was trying to cover up for the fact it was Freddy, because, don't talk about Freddy. I like that twist. That was good. I should have seen it coming. 100% should have seen it coming, because he had the fucking sleepy drug. But I didn't, because I wasn't paying attention that much. I was, but I forget these things sometimes. Yeah. That's enough of that. Go watch it. Go watch the film. Watch it now. Now. Do I think if there's anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, the fights with like Freddy and Jason. Anytime those two are together, there's like 3 or 4 big fights. And they're all pretty fun. Yeah, that's nothing but me rambling. I've done enough rambling. I need to sign off. So yeah, like I said, the next 2 films are these two right here. I think it goes, that one came out and then that one came out. I don't know how long these films are. They might be long. Who knows? It doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't say. I got it's really small text. Whatever. We're gonna watch them. And we're gonna see how good or bad they are. I don't know. I was saying this whole time, they didn't get remakes, or not remakes, sequels to the reboots. So, and Friday didn't have its rights issues until much later. So I don't know if they're gonna be bad or if they're gonna be good. So, yeah. Check it out. Alright. That's it. Enough rambling. I'll see you guys next time with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Reboot. Bye.